Exactly. If we apply the new tools that we have now as the people we are
today.
Everybody, today. Very good. Then that's all we're doing. We're not disrespecting anyone. We're not disregarding anything. It has, regard, respect, where we hold our ancestors and our elders. That has absolutely nothing to do with their messages.
Mm-hmm.
When we stop to realize that they were just showing us and telling us what they knew and what they believed. And even though they may have communicated, as mine did, that their expectation was that I would, of course, do the same, only times 10. I saw one head go like this, so I know I'm not the only one. They just wanted the best for me. And they had some unusual ways of showing it. I'll grant you that. But they weren't conscious then of how they were impacting this malleable young thing called a girl. They weren't conscious of their impact or their potential impact, but they were conscious about me following their instructions, because that kept me a good girl.
Mm-hmm.
And being a good girl was important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking downstream. So it wasn't until, because I had done a lot of study along the way, once I decided that I needed to explore some other philosophies and avenues of thought and approaches to life. I had dabbled in a lot of things and read a lot of things and listened to a lot of people. And the whole idea of effort was different. And by the time I found Ernest Holmes and the Science of Mind, and Ralph Waldo Emerson and Thomas Troward and all of the other great minds that were around at the time, that were buddies at the time, that shared this tremendous wisdom at the time, I was as prepared as I ever could have been to hear somebody actually say the words, "Life can be easy."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fall out of my chair. I didn't look at them as if they were nuts. But I was sitting there wondering, okay, what's going to follow that?
Mm.
Life can be easy, how? Life can be easy when? Because the whole idea of life being easy, well, I thought, well, I'm willing to learn how life can be easy, but how hard do I have to work to learn it? What do I have to do? How many books do I have to read? How many classes do I have to take? What do I have to do to learn it? And yet, Ernest Holmes and his cohorts, they just kept saying in one way or another, Eric Butterworth, they just kept saying, it's not about effort. It's about belief.
Mm-hmm.
So in the image in the beautiful imagery that Abraham offers, and if you're not familiar with Abraham, I encourage you to, on your computer, look up Abraham or Esther Hicks and learn more. They're going to come up again at the end of the month. The image that Abraham presents of this stream, which I have no problem seeing in my mind's eye at all. Can you all go there in your mind's eye?
Yes.
A beautiful stream, right? And even the sound, even that lovely, tinkly little sound. And me being on that stream in some kind of a little skiff, a little boat, and just deciding to let the stream take me. Because the stream knows where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. You know, what are my intentions for today? What is mine to do today? Well, the question about what is mine to do today can have a little effort hidden in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What is mine to be today? And if I let myself just be in my little skiff on the stream, and the stream taking me in its gentle, easy way. And don't anybody bring up rapids right now, because I don't want to talk about rapids. But there are no rapids in this stream, because rapids aren't in a stream. They're in a whole other type of body of water. And I'm not there. I'm in a stream that is gently carrying me from one place to another. So it's possible that one of our callings as beings, as the reflection and representation and revelation of the divine that we are, is to let go, is to really let go. Everybody breathe. What if? Today's all about what if. What if we did let go? What if we let go of the oars and just let the skiff do what it would do naturally, which is turn around and head downstream? What if we trusted life so deeply, so profoundly, so fully that we let it?
Mm-hmm.
We let it be. We let us be. We're very busy. You You know, we're very busy. Our minds are very busy. Our brains are very busy. And a lot of the time, at least for some of us, our brains are very busy with judgment, criticism, shoulda, woulda, couldas, all those kinds of things. How could one lie in a little skiff with comfy pillows, floating downstream, and be worried about any of that nonsense? It doesn't add up, right?
Mm-mm.
So the efforting piece and the belief in the need to effort
Mm-hmm.
and the guaranteed success of efforting. Ha! It doesn't have one.
Right.
I'd like to see that in writing. Notarized. Thank you very much. There is no guarantee in efforting. But there are lots of guarantees that come with trust. There are lots of guarantees that come with deep belief, unwavering faith. And whether they're guarantees from the Bible or the Quran or me or the birds in the trees or wherever they actually catch your attention when you hear them, because they do, our inner wisdom is telling us, is encouraging us, is promoting us in this deep trust.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps saying, you know, so many people say to me, I can't tell the difference between guidance and just, Diana Lee, what do you call those? It's not monkey mind. You have a different
Swamp monsters.
swamp monsters. There's a lot of chatter going on up here.
Mm-hmm.
For most of us, there's a lot of chatter going on up here. And not only is there a lot of chatter going on up here, but it has a lot to say about how we should do things, who we should be, how we should be it, and when.
Mm-hmm.
And bless its heart. First of all, one day I realized when I started to get deeper into my study and practice of the science of mind, I realized that my brain had just picked up where my parents left off. with the opinions and the judgment and the criticism, and if you don't do it this way, then oh boy. And as I really started to understand that the voice, the encouragement, the revelation of guidance that I was seeking wasn't going to come from my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Bless its heart. I know how brilliant it is, but it's not going to come from my brain, because I'm asking my brain to buy in. We're talking about a real buy-in here. Y'all know what a buy-in is?
Mm-hmm.
That means like you put your whole self in. I'm asking myself to buy in to life being easy, guidance being constant, my purpose being obvious. And the way to enjoy all of that, which is one of our assignments. You may not know that, but I'm happy to tell you that being happy is one of our assignments.
That's right.
Really. So it seems to me that if we just spend a little time every day, let's say 5 minutes, envisioning, imagining, being in our comfy, safe little skiff on that beautiful stream on a perfect day, and just being carried downstream. And that we would be taken to everything we need when we need it. And we are being delivered to wherever we are needed. And everything is easy. Everybody breathe. Five minutes. 5 minutes. Maybe it'll turn into 10. Maybe it'll turn into actually letting go of worrying about things that we can do nothing about. Our challenge as humans, no matter what age, in my opinion, is belief in control. And control is a joke. Because it ain't happening. We can try, we can effort, we can do everything that we can think of to control someone or something just so we feel better. And we're out of our lane.
Yeah.
We're out of our stream. Because everybody has their own ideas, thank God. And I say that universally, even though I know that not everybody's ideas link up with mine. And I'm still grateful that everybody has their own ideas. One of my favorite phrases that I heard someone use at some point in my life, I have all of these references that I cannot specifically tie to anything, was, I may not agree with you. I may not agree with your opinion, but I will defend to the death your right to have it. We are so blessed to have the intellects we have, and the use of that intellect as we learn to plug in, to tune up. You know, there was a time which I'm sure none of you remember, that um, uh, we had radios with dials, and you heard about them, right? And we had radios with dials, and occasionally, when you were on a long drive, the whatever station you were listening to, you'd get. And you'd know that you needed to shift the dial to tune into something else, right?
Yes.
Why don't we hear the static now? Why don't we hear the static now? Because the static is there. The static is there in ourselves as we are listening to the swamp monsters telling us nonsense about ourselves or about someone else that is not helpful.
Right.
The static is there when we hear those old messages about efforting, about pushing forward, about, if this doesn't work, then try that, and if that doesn't work, then try this, and if that doesn't work, then try this. No wonder we're all tired.
Yeah.
And none of it, none of the static, none of the gobbledygook that comes from here, that has been stored away from whomever, that shows up as a yeah but. Yeah but this. Yeah but that. You better be ready just in case. What if it doesn't work out? Don't you think, if you're willing to entertain with me the truth that we are one in the one life, the one power, the one presence that is all life, that is our life, that is the life of the trees out there, that is the life of our pets, that is the life of our friends, that is the life of this synagogue. It's all life. Don't you think, then, since we are that it has ways and means of making things easy and available for itself that we cannot imagine?
Yes.
What do you think?
Yep.
Of course it does. And it's doing it all the time.
Right.
We don't necessarily notice because of the static, but it's doing it all the time. So what I suggest is that you start with 5 minutes in your perfect, sweet little stream and your perfect, sweet little boat, all comfy, on a beautiful day. And keep the paddles in the boat and trust. Thank you, Reverend. Always. My pleasure.
a few years back, while efforting and trying to go against the stream, I found that I was very frustrated, and I wrote this song called Counterproductive.
Perfect.
Yes, I thought so too. Running around, feet stuck in the ground, fooling myself, just wasting time. I thought I was fine, screaming out loud, not making a sound, lost in the moment. Can't shake the feeling that is counterproductive. No matter where I go, I want to believe. Spinning my wheels, blowing my mind to the breeze. Counterproductive, counterproductive, counterproductive. Oh, don't fret the tough times, we know how they are. Some days are easy while others are hard. Tomorrow isn't